Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on another team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Mustangs will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Boston College's offense will get the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
He'll keep it on the sneak. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Boston College will send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So SMU's offense has the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but they can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. 4 games are lost in 1. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. Going backwards, giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Kane. Thanks for grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. They're going to stay competitive, and they're going to field the best team program possible heading into next year. Then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
The give from the gun. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Benedict. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Dropping back, it's Cheek. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Sends it back in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early this football.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl around. Receiver got his depth and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Back to throw, it's King. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Takes the grab. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a hit. And the quarterback will be slowed down back to the 43.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job getting the offensive line to get to the QB.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude. You could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, SMU. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down.
42, Snyder.
Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Dropping back. It's cheap. Finds his back in the middle. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. They're going back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. On target to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Cricket.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's little. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
After that last completion, it's second down.
29, Philly.
Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense, throw him the ball.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying to knock him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's knocked away. Downfield, the DB getting a hand in there.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown Mustangs! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it.
Yeah, it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light the scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Cheek. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. He's got it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Illegal touching. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Terrell. He is going nowhere. Stop scrimmage.
Okay, ready?
Lining up to convert third down. Move to throw. It's cheap. Under fire. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in. Because this passing attack, it's lethal. Because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys in the ground when they catch it.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
On the
The
double.
Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Ready?
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Got it?
It'll be third and long.
Get set, get set.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this four-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Scanning the field is King. Using the quick game. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover to swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Ellis, you've been taking in some sea there today in Chestnut Hill. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like Q1 after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. From him a couple of yards deep. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, man. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Looking for space. It's shot. Just gets it to the 28 with number 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game. You don't control the line scrimmage. How about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty.
Slide 22. Slide 22. Go.
The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to throw, it's King. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Rides the back on the option to give. Can't get him to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You've got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
To the air, it's Kane. On target. Still on his feet at the 45. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with him. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the run, it's shot. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle. Man, those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And off from the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add more.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! They wanted to finish, and now they did on that possession. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Golden Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And his passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Going to look downfield again. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They knocked him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain, and it's a first down for Boston College. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Now when you got a running back like that, he just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on fourth down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Cheek. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Oh, they're after him. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. To the air, it's King. Setting up the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Here comes the offense on second down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the sling.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Back to throw. It's cheap. The pocket breaking down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Fighting off the defense. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make your defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Boston College needing a 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And he throws it in the end zone. Touchdown,
and that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here for